Happy Monday, math classes. Today we're going to do a quick area and perimeter review from what you worked on last Thursday and Friday in class. I want to first start with some reminders that I do not want you to forget. You must show all your work. If you don't want to get half points off of every single problem, you must show your work. You must include the area formula. So we talked about a square, rectangle, and a parallelogram. You will have to include that formula. We'll go into those in a few minutes. Perimeter, it's the measurement around the shape. You need to include all of the numbers around the shape and add them together. Area is what makes up the flat surface of the shape, and each shape has its own area formula. All area needs to be squared. Make sure you put, as an example, here they are, centimeters squared, meters squared, inches squared, and feet squared. So these are just a couple of reminders, so let's not forget those. Let's talk about area and perimeter of a rectangle. So here is an example. We have a 4 by 9. So if it's a 4 by 9, across from it, parallel is a 4, and across from here, parallel is a 9. So to keep AJ and Abby inside the backyard, we want to keep them safe, we need to add up all 4 numbers, a 4-sided rectangle. 9 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4 gives you 26 centimeters. Make sure you include that measurement. For area, the formula for a rectangle is length times width. I have a length of 9 and a width of 4. It's okay if you switch those because it's multiplication and it's commutative, meaning it could be 4 times 9 or 9 times 4. Either way, you are going to get 36 centimeters squared. This is the work that we are looking for on your test, classwork, and quizzes. Perimeter and area. The next shape you guys talked about, or not talked about, I'm so sorry. The next one that you discussed was area and perimeter of a square. In this case, I did not know that it was 7 until I counted. So let's make sure I counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first period, sorry, you can't correct me. It is 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, or 7 times 4. And that gets you 28 units. Now I'm going to take a pause here. Why did I use units? I hope everyone shouted it out because there are no measurements shown, so I used the word units. Area for formula for the square is side squared, or s to the second power. That is 7 times 7. Just put the one side times itself. 49 units squared. So this will be the work that we need to see for a square. Next shape you discussed and you talked about on Friday was area and perimeter of a parallelogram. This one is tricky. Let me show you right up here in this visual that the base and the height are perpendicular to each other. They're at a 90-degree angle. A height is when you go to the doctor's office, you stand up tall. You don't stand to the side or, go to the right or go to the left. You stand up straight and tall to get that height. So when you use base and height for when you come down here for area, you need to make sure that it is the 90 degrees straight line that you use. So down here, which one is the height? 5 is correct. 5 is the height for this parallelogram. The base is what? Good job. 15 is the base. So I came over here to area. I'm going to do the base times the height. So I get 15 times the 5, 75 centimeters squared. This is the work for the area. I use the base times the height. Generally, most people get this one correct. It's perimeter that tends to trick people. Perimeter is the outside of the shape. The 7 is on the outside, 15. Then this angle, that diagonal right here is also 7. And then across from here is 15. Those are the only numbers we need. 7 plus 15 plus 7 plus 15. We do not use the height for perimeter. If you had added a 5 here, that would have been 5 sides, and a parallelogram is only 4 sides. So you only include the outside numbers. No height is included in perimeter. When you add those together, you get 44 centimeters. So the only time you use the height is for the area. And that is when we use that base times height. Let's try a problem. Please try this problem on a scrap sheet of paper. Make sure to include the area and perimeter to show all of your work, and make sure that area is always to the second power. Good luck. We'll take a pause right now. All right, let's see what the answer is and how we did. Correct answer should be 10 plus 7 plus 10 plus 7 was the perimeter, did not include the height, should be 34 centimeters. Area, base times the height, so the base was the 10, height is 6. 10 times 6, 60 centimeters squared. Hope we all did good. What we're going to do right now is please open up to your area formulas, and we are going to write down the formulas for a square, rectangle, and parallelogram. It should be on page 2 of your folder, or in your folder.